and welcome to the Pride Yoga YouTube channel. Today we're doing a little bit of a video all about our backs. So a bit of spine strengthening, a bit of spine flexibility. We're going to get started lying down on our backs. So come into lie all the way down on your mat, nice and flat. Tucking the legs as ever, whatever feels comfortable, tucking one shoulder underneath you, maybe two. Let the shoulders melt away from the ears. Let the legs be long and loose. And just closing up the eyes here. Spending the first couple of minutes grounding ourselves into our practice. Letting go of any stress, any strain that's been going on in our day. And bringing the attention to the breath. Noticing, is the inhale nice and smooth? Is the exhale smooth? Is there any areas where the breath becomes a little bit ragged? Taking the right hand onto the belly, just over the belly button, and the left hand into the space just below your collarbone. And just noticing which hand's moving. Maybe it's the left, meaning we're breathing quite shallowly. Maybe it's the right hand floating up towards the ceiling, pressing into your hand, pressing the belly into your hand. You want to start to move that breath to a nice inhale through the nose and floating that belly up towards the ceiling, keeping the back flat on the mat. And the belly floats back down towards the spine. Setting up a nice equal inhale and a nice equal exhale. Maybe it's 3 or 4 counts. Maybe it's slightly longer, maybe it's shorter. It's set at a level that you think you can maintain throughout your practice today. Taking another couple of rounds of breath here. Just breathing in and breathing out. Releasing the hands back down by your side. Trying to maintain that rhythm. Letting the eyes flicker open. Taking an inhale, taking the hands all the way up overhead. Stretching the arms away, stretching your legs away. Grabbing opposite elbows over your head. Going to take an inhale, and as we exhale, draw the arms over to the top right hand corner of the mat. Both feet go over to the bottom right hand corner of the mat as well. And maybe you can cross your left ankle over your right. Entirely optional, it's just what feels right for you. Getting a juicy stretch down that left hand side of the body. Relaxing the left shoulder down, keeping the left hip down. So the entire back body's flat on the mat and we're stretching into the side of our body. Breathing in. And breathing out, just trying to release any areas of tension here. Then change. Uncrossing the legs, bring them back to centre, and bring the arms back to centre. Settle the breath, swapping the grip of the arms. You'll have gone from one side over the other, so taking the opposite way, your least preferred way. Inhale, lengthening as you exhale, hands go over to the top left-hand corner of the mat. Feet go over to the bottom left. Option to stay there. Option to cross the right ankle over the left. Nice juicy stretch all the way down that right hand side of the body. So we're opening up into the side of our waist and the side of the hip. One of our ranges of motion our back likes to make, taking that juicy side stretch. Breathing in and breathing out, holding it here. Maybe walking the shoulders over a little bit more and the feet over a little bit more if that's good for you. But keeping that entire back body anchored down onto the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. And change. Coming all the way back to centre. Releasing the hands, releasing the feet. Let the arms float down by your side. Options here. You can roll onto your right hand side and push yourself up to seated, or you can walk the toes along the mat. Release the feet away and take the feet up and over the head. Rocking and rolling the length of the spine 2 or 3 times. Taking a bit of a massage into the back of the body and coming all the way up to seated. Heels in line with the centre of the chest, taking the hands into prayer. Inhale, lifting the chest, and as you exhale, rolling the left shoulder back, right shoulder forwards, twisting round towards your left hand side, keeping the palms pressing. Breathing in, lifting that chest, exhale, twisting. And change, coming all the way back to centre, re-gluing the palms if they've come apart. Inhale, lifting the chest and exhale, right shoulder back, left shoulder forwards. Gaze in line with the thumbs, in line with the chest. Rather than looking over the right shoulder, keep planting the left seat bone down. Breathing in And breathing out, then change, coming all the way back to centre. Hands come forward, find the mat, and start to shuffle yourself into a nice all fours position. Fingertips spread nice and wide, fingertips point forwards, first fingers point forwards. Pressing down through those hands, pulling the belly in, shoulders over the wrists, knees underneath the hips. You'll see I've got my toes tucked because that's more comfortable for my knees, but if you want to do that, then that's totally fine. If not, leaving the feet nice and flat and pressing down through the shins. Coming into our cat-cow, inhale, gaze goes up, tailbone goes up. Exhale, rounding out, chins, chest, gaze towards the belly. And moving with your own breath here, taking 5 rounds. Gaze goes up, tailbone goes up. Exhale, rounding out, chins, chest, gaze towards the belly. Taking 3 more rounds. So we're working into flexion and extension of our spine here. Starting to bring a bit of movement in. So work through all of our ranges of motion in that spine. Moving as fast and as slowly as you would like to. Whatever feels right for you and your body today. Some days it might be quicker, some days it might be slower. Some days this might feel really comfortable, other days you might encounter tension. Just knowing it's different every time you get on your mat. Making this your final round. Gaze goes up, tailbone goes up. Then exhale, round out. Really push those hands down. Shoulder blades as high towards the ceiling as possible. Coming back to centre, walking the hands a pace forward. First finger points forward, fingertips spread nice and wide. Press the hands down. Start to curl the toes. Taking an inhale, hover the knees just a couple of inches away from the mat. Then exhale, push yourself all the way back into your downward facing dog. Giving those legs a little walk. Bending and swaying through the hips. Loosening up through the back of the legs. So sometimes you can have tightness in the legs that actually comes from the spine. So taking a stretch here is a really nice thing to do. Keeping those hands pressing down. And we come back to static. Making sure the knuckles are pressing down. The biceps rotate to each other, towards each other, broadening through the shoulders. Belly in. Gazing towards the legs. Inner thighs rotate towards each other. And the heels are invisible, feet hip distance apart. Breathing in. And breathing out. Starting to rock the weight forwards into a plank, drop the knees back into your tabletop. Take the right leg all the way out towards the right hand side, toes point forwards. Spin your left toes towards your right foot. Walk the hands back, coming all the way into a seated position. Taking the right hand down the inside of the right thigh, take the left arm up and over, gazing towards the elbow crease or keep the gaze forwards. Inhale, lift the chest, drawing that left shoulder back, and exhale, slide all the way down. So this is a stretch for the left hand side of the body. Inhale, lifting that chest, exhale, swooping that right hand down, and change, coming all the way back up. Left hand goes behind left hip, fingers point away, point your right toes. Take an inhale, push the right toes down, left shin down, swoop that right arm up and over, squeezing the bum, driving the hips forward, letting the gaze go back, taking our baby rock star back bend here, and change, swoop it all the way down, bring the hands forwards, coming all the way back into your all fours position, taking a quick cat-cow, inhale, gaze goes up, exhale, round it out, push the knees down, push the feet down, shoulders up, come back to centre, sliding that left leg out towards the left hand side. Toes roughly in line with the knee and press down through the baby toe. Turning right toes towards the left toe, walk your fingers back, slide your bum all the way down. Left hand slides down inside left leg. Inhale, right hand comes up, gaze can be forwards or up towards the elbow crease. Float that right side of the chest up towards the ceiling as you exhale, slide the left hand down the left leg. Inhale, lifting the chest, exhale, sliding, getting that juicy stretch again into the right hand side of the body. Breathing in and breathing out, and change, coming all the way back to centre. Right hand goes behind the right hip, point your left toes, taking an inhale, sweep the left hand down, left hand up, left foot down, right shin down, coming all the way up into your baby rock star. Letting the gaze go back if that's good for you. If not, looking up towards the ceiling, squeezing the bum, pushing those hips forward. Breathing in and breathing out. And change, coming all the way back to centre, sweeping that left hand back down, hands come back forwards, turn the right toes towards the back of the mat, and the left leg comes back to centre. One more cat-cow, inhale, gaze goes up, tailbone goes up, belly drops down, exhale, rounding out, chin to chest, gaze towards the belly, hands go a pace forwards, And we're coming back into our downward dog, curling those toes under, inhaling, lifting the knees and pushing the hips nice and high. Giving those legs a wobble and a shake, shifting the gaze forwards, stepping the right foot forwards and the left foot forwards, feet land hip distance apart. Hanging the upper body over the lower body. Grabbing opposite elbows here, taking a nod through the head, yes. Shaking the head, no. Keeping a bend in the knees if that's better for you. And then taking a sway through the upper body, keeping those hips still, moving the body left to right, right to left. Hands find the mat, round yourself all the way up to standing. Keeping the feet where they are, take an inhale, hands come up overhead, cross the thumbs, and leave the hands pressing together, shifting the gaze towards the ceiling. Any pain in your back here, focusing on inhaling, lifting the chest, floating the chest to the ceiling, squeezing the bum and sending the tailbone away. If you're nice and healthy in the spine, inhale, lift the chest, and as you exhale, take a little baby back bend. Squeezing the bum, pushing the hips forward, floating the chest up, and change all the way back to centre. Stoop all the way down to the mat. Start to walk those feet all the way back until you come into your downward facing dog. Rocking the weight forwards into a plank, drop down to the knees. Turn the elbow creases forwards, lower all the way down. Sliding yourself back on your mat if you land too far forwards like I have. Fingertips towards the top of the mat. You want your little spidery up fingertips. Have the hands as wide as your mat. Come into a little flowing baby cobra. So press down through the top of the feet, kneecaps lifted. Hips drive down. Gaze towards the mat. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen the crown of the head. Push into the fingers, take a little bit more of a lift here. Squeezing the bum slightly. Drop it down as you exhale. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head forwards and peel back up. Change, drop it all the way down. Final one, inhale, lengthen, come all the way back up. Exhale, all the way down. Make a little pillow. Pop your forehead onto the pillow. Bending into the knees and just windscreen wiping the legs left to right, right to left. Coming back to centre. Repeating the baby cobra option that we just did. Or you can take the hands back behind you, having the palms facing up towards the ceiling. Zipping the legs together, zip the shoulders together, taking an inhale, landing the crown of the head forwards, peel the chest away, lift the hands. Lift the legs into our flying locust. Squeezing the bum, lifting those legs, lifting that chest, reaching back, flying up. And change, drop it all the way down. Making that pillow again, forehead onto the pillow. Bending into knees, and screen wiping those legs. Breathing in, and breathing out. Head comes back to centre, hands come back either side of the chest, leave the knees down on the mat, pull the belly in. Push into the hands, 3, 2, 1. Pushing up into a half plank. And walking hands back towards you, coming to a kneeling position. The knees are about hip distance apart, tucking the toes under to bring the heels a little bit closer to you. Bringing one hand onto the base of the spine, 2 hands onto the base of the spine. Having the pinky fingers touching, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the bum, push the hips forward. Taking an inhale, floating the chest up towards the ceiling, gazing up. Any back issues, you stay here focusing on floating that chest high. Otherwise, if you want a bit more, you can start to shift the gaze, and when you can see the top of the wall behind you, 1 hand, 1 heel, 2 hands, 2 heels. Wherever you are, you keep squeezing the bum, pushing that chest up towards the ceiling, pushing the hips forward. Breathing in, breathing out, and then change. 1 hand to 1 hip, 2 hands to 2 hips, coming all the way back up. Lowering the bum towards the heels. Taking a breath there. So that pose, camel pose, can make you feel a little queasy, a little sick. Full disclosure, don't worry about it. It happens to everybody. So don't stress. It will pass as you practice more and more. We stop moving that way when we're about 5. Moving backwards, doing tricks in the playground and everything. So it can make you feel really funny. So bring the legs back out in front of you. Scooching yourself along your mat. Listen up nice and tall, using a little bit of core strength to roll yourself all the way down to the mat. Let the feet find the mat, knees up towards the ceiling. Lift the feet away. You want the knees in line with the heels and the hips roughly underneath the knees. Then you reach the hands forward, grab onto the bottom of the feet. The thumbs are going to rest on the top. And we're taking our rabbit on our back, round and chin to the chest, and the forehead to the knee. Keep pulling, but let the shoulders go away from the ears. Forehead on the knee, pull, pull, pull. Then change, let it all go. Let the legs go down to the mat. Let the arms go by your side, just settling there. Inhale, bringing that right leg towards you, interlacing the fingers underneath the knee. Pull that right leg out towards the right and then in towards your armpit. Massaging into the ascending colon, pinching into your hip flexor. Left hand on the outside of your right leg, right arm out towards the right. And we take a gentle twist, just calming everything down, putting everything back into its right position. Shifting the gaze out towards the right thumb if that's good for you. Breathing in and breathing out. Come back to centre, give that right leg a final squeeze. Send it away, then bring the left leg in towards you. Fingertips underneath the knee goes out towards the side and in towards your armpit. Both feet flexed. Massaging the descending colon this time, pulling until you feel a pinch in that hip flexor. Just breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Right hand on the outside of left leg, left arm goes out towards the left. Drawing the left leg over towards the right, the hip can lift, but keep both shoulders anchored down. Gazing out towards the left thumb. Breathing in and breathing out, just enjoying this gentle twist before we come into our final relaxation. And change, coming all the way back to centre. Give that left leg a final hugging, pulling it in tightly. And loosen the grip. Grabbing opposite knees, bringing the right leg in as well. Giving yourself a really big hug, you're into a big ball. Having a little rock side to side, maybe forwards and backwards slightly, whatever shape feels good for you. Breathing in and breathing out, then coming into your final relaxation, letting the legs go long, letting the arms fall loosely by your side. Closing the eyes or just softening the gaze. This is where we reap the benefits of our practice, our final relaxation. Releasing the brows in the eyebrows. And the eyes just fall into the skull and relax. Opening and closing the mouth a couple of times, running the tongue over the teeth one way and the other. Maybe moving the bottom jaw left to right, right to left. You hold a lot of tension there, so noticing afterwards how much looser that feels. The shoulders are heavy, maybe you took one shoulder blade underneath and then the other slightly. Just getting a bit more of a stretch through the front of the body. The breath's returning to normal. Our regular pattern, whatever that is. The hips, knees, ankles and toes are all long and loose on the mat. We're just breathing in and breathing out. Letting everything go, letting everything calm down. So today we're focused on our back. Working into all our 6 ranges of motion our back makes. Twisting each way, folding forwards and backwards. And moving side to side. So we've worked into those different ranges of motion today in a quite a simple, easy practice. Something that's compact and easy to fit in to your day. Maybe noticing the sensations in the back now. How's that feeling versus how it did before your practice today? Just noticing, seeing what's going on. Thoughts that come into the mind, just acknowledging them that they are there, maybe coming back to them later on, not letting them carry you away. Starting to give those fingers a little wiggle and the toes a little wiggle. Maybe take the hands up overhead and stretch one side of the body, stretch the other side. When you're ready, bend it into the knees and roll onto your right hand side. Maybe using your right upper arm as like a little pillow. Pushing yourself all the way up to seated when you are ready. So we're going to meet in our seated position. Having the eyes closed off, taking the hands down onto the lap, just taking a couple of breaths here. Next inhale, start to take the hands up overhead, let the palms touch. Palms come back down to centre as we exhale, resting at heart centre. Starting to give those hands a rub. Rub, 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 generate some heat. It is winter when I'm filming this, so it is pretty cold. Give those hands a rub, generate that heat. When you feel like your hands are a little bit warm from all the friction, parting the hands, enjoying that sensation going from the middle of the palm all the way out to the fingertips. Popping the hands over the eyes. Starting to blink the eyes open, spreading the fingers, letting the light filter back in. Hands drop away into the lap. Namaste. So big thank you for practicing, watching the video today. It's so appreciated. If you enjoy what you see on the Pride Yoga channel, please do subscribe. That means every time I post a new video, you'll get a nice message to say there's a new video there. So why not give that a go? Thank you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.